Welcome to the She's Sweet, the podcast for She's Only. Come on, CEO, you should join the show. She's Sweet podcast, Jodi Hood.
Welcome to She Sweet's podcast with me, your host, Jodi Hood. This is the place where She Sweet executives share and compare unfiltered realities that our male counterparts will never face. We laugh, we cry, we thrive, and we survive. Now, let me tell you, today's episode, we are going to be talking about the open door. The open door. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. So, last week we lost one of our most profound civil rights leaders in the person of Reverend Jesse Jackson. Yeah, and as I reflect on the life of Reverend Jackson, I'm reminded of what it looks like when someone's calling is to create opportunity rather than just receive it. Reverend Jackson spent decades fighting for access and inclusion for people who were historically blocked from access. They were blocked from the table. They were blocked. He fought for voting rights, economic justice, for education and fair employment, for marginalized communities across the nation, and not only the nation, the world. Look, he didn't just break barriers for himself. He devoted his life to opening doors, creating opportunities, and challenging the status quo for equal access for others, especially those who had been systematically excluded. And that includes women. As you sit in a seat someone has offered you, as you walk into rooms where some wish they could enter, as you live daily with the opportunity that others may never know, please reflect and remember this. Preparation brought you to it, but it was opportunity that brought you through it. And yes, we're talking about the open door. Now, in your reflection, do this for me. Feel gratitude, feel reverence, and above all, feel responsibility because someone somewhere stood in the gap so you could walk in. Now, I understand and I will never minimize your hard work, your perseverance, your tenacity, and your intellect. Yes, they played a major role in your success. But let's be real. Hard work alone does not and did not create access. There are brilliant women, there are resilient women, there are women twice as prepared as you were, yet they never got the opportunity. Oh, yes, you worked, you sacrificed, you stayed up late, you got up early, you over prepared, you outperformed, you earned degrees, you earned credibility, you earned your seat. But success would never, in most cases, had been possible without someone giving you the opportunity to walk through an open door. You see, we live in systems where opportunity is not distributed evenly. A system where you have to fight for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Women have had to fight for entry into boardrooms. And yes, we're still fighting. Minorities had to prove themselves twice as much with half the margin of error. We live in systems where entire communities are overlooked before their resumes are even read. Sure, your ethics matter, your intelligence matters, but someone opened the door. Someone said yes to you. Someone took a chance. Someone extended access. Do not take your seat for granted. Not the title, not the salary, not the influence, not the access. Because opportunity is not afforded to all. There are women who will never be invited into rooms where you now walk regularly and boldly. There are voices still that are not heard. So here's today's message in my closing, She Sweets. The greatest act you can perform in your position is to create opportunity for someone else, especially for someone who's in a discriminated class, a minority, a woman, someone historically overlooked. Not because they need charity, but because they deserve access. Now, here's the part that separates executives from legacy leaders. Be the one who says, I see him, I see her, I'm pulling you into this room, I'm sponsoring your name even when you're not present, I'm attaching my credibility to your potential. That is influence elevated. That, dear She Sweet, is legacy. The truth is, systems don't change accidentally. As Jesse Jackson so demonstrated through his life, change is intentional. And sometimes you have to be the intentional interruption. Why? Because the truest measure of your success is not just that you made it, but it is how others made it because you did. Never forget the open door. Preparation may bring you to it, but it is opportunity that's going to bring you through it. All right, yeah, you know what I'm about to say. Like me on Facebook, connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's Jodi Easterling Hood. I am streamed on many services: Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, Apple, Deezer. Yes, that is right. Please continue to share my podcast with your women's group. Use it for discussion starters when you are doing your professional development. And how about sending me an email and letting me know that this podcast has helped you in some way? And that is jleasterlinghood@gmail.com. And in the meantime, She Sweets, what are we going to do? We're going to keep walking the walk and talking the talk. There are not that many of us in the suite, so we have work to do. Yes, and what are we going to say to the She Suite, to the men in the C-suites? C-suite men, the She Suites are coming at you. Until then, I need to remind you again about the open door. Preparation will bring you to it, but opportunity will bring you through it. Until next time.
C-Suites, you better get ready for the She Suites. Coming at you with the She Suites. It's a podcast for G's only. C-Suites, you better get ready for the She Suites. Coming at you with the She Suites. It's a podcast with Jodi Hood.